Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. For today's lesson, we will solve quadratic equations graphically. So we have to illustrate quadratic equations and solve quadratic equations by graphing. Don't forget to subscribe to Marilyn Lim and hit the notification bell for new math videos. So let's have our first example. Let us solve the equation x squared minus 3 is equal to 0 graphically by drawing the graph of y is equal to x squared minus 3 for the values of x is less than or equal to 3 but greater than or equal to negative 3. So here's the solution. First one, we have to check if the given is in standard form or the exponents are in descending order. So if that is so, then we can continue. The second step is construct a table of values for y is equal to x squared minus 3. So you plot the table and then let us solve the values in terms of x's. So let's find the first value. So if x is negative 3, if x is negative 3, just substitute negative 3 to the original equation. Our original equation is y is equal to x squared minus 3. So you just substitute, then simplify. Therefore, the value of y when x is negative 3 is 6. So let's proceed. So what if x is equal to negative 2? So then we have y as 1. So the third one, solve for y when x is negative 1, substitute the values that will give you negative 2. And what if x is equal to 0? So that's negative 3. And x is 1. 1 squared is 1 minus 3 is negative 2. And then when x is 2, 4 minus 3, that will be 1. And when x is 3, 9 minus 3, that will be 6. So after solving or looking for the values of y when x is given as this one, so we have already solved for the values of y and therefore let us now draw the graph. So how to draw the graph? Okay, to draw the graph, you should have this x and y coordinates. So you should have this table. Let us now draw the graph. So how do we do that? Remember to write the table of values here. And then let us just plot the points. Okay, plot the points first according to this, to what you have solved just a while ago. So if x is negative 3. Where is negative 3? It's in here. Therefore, y is 6. There is 6. Okay? So, where do they intersect? At this point. You follow? So, I hope you can. If our x is negative 2, here's our point 1. Y is 1. Okay? Tignan nyo lang yung kung saan sila nag-intersect. Then, negative 1. Dito na tayo. If your x is negative 1, your y is negative 2, so they will intersect here. Next, 0, that will be negative 3. If x is positive 1, so that's positive 1, y is negative 2, that's negative 2 for y. And if x is positive 2, then your y is 1, and we have 3, 4, 6. Okay? Then, connect the dots. So that's it. You just connect the dots. Next, identify the x-coordinates of the points of intersection of the graph of y is equal to x squared minus 3. So nasaan kaya ang kanyang mga solutions? So x are approximately 1.73 and negative 1.73. Diyan po yung titignan nyo. Saan nag-intersect ang ating line, ang ating graph sa x-axis. x-axis. Tignan nyo kung saan siya nag-pass through or touches the x-axis. So that will be the solution or the roots. So let's have our second example. Let us solve the equation x squared minus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0 graphically by drawing the graph of y is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 9 for or when x is less than or equal to 6 and x is greater than or equal to 0. So let's proceed. The first solution is again checking if your equation is in the standard form. Now, if it is in the standard form or the exponents are in descending order, so proceed. Okay, the number 2, construct the table of values for y is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 9. Okay, so saan ba natin to gagamitin? So these are your boundaries. So you know, 0 hanggang 6. Okay, so I hope you remember how to plot your points to find the values for the x's or the given. So let's continue. So let us solve for y when x is equal to 0. So here and then just continue. Okay, solve for y when x is equal to 1. Substitute the values. So 1 squared 1 minus 6 plus 9, that will give you 4. Okay, so letter C, solve for y when x is 2. Again, substitute the values until you reach 4x is equal to 6. Then after that one, write all the values of y in your table. Okay, so that's it. So what are these arrows? I just put in here so that you can see the pattern. Again, I am telling you, math is a science of pattern. So hanggat may nakikita kayong pattern, nakakasigurado kayo na tama pa ang inyong ginagawa. Okay, so let us now have number 3, draw the graph. So how we draw the graph? So using again this given, these points yung nakuha natin. Okay, plot now the points. Let us plot the points. So if x is equal to 0, here x is 0, y is 9. So I used by 2 here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Kung anong ginamit mo dito sa y, yun din ang gagamitin mo sa x. Okay, so by 2's ang ginamit natin para hindi masyadong malaki yung ating graph. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, connect the dots. Alright, and then next, identify the x-coordinates of the points of the intersection. So nasaan nag-intersect ba ang ating graph sa x-axis or nag-touch ba sa x-axis? Ayun, meron. So what if isa lang? Therefore, the root is x is equal to 2. So bakit isa lang? Okay, meron tayong reminder dito when the graph of y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c touches the x at exactly 1 point. So exactly 1 point, diba nakita natin? The equation has equal or repeated roots. I hope that's clear. That's our example number 2. So let's proceed to our example number 3. So here's our example number 3. We are asked to solve the equation 3x squared minus 2x plus 5 graphically by drawing the graph of y is equal to 3x squared minus 2x plus 5, wherein the value of our x or the boundary that we are asked to look for is x is less than or equal to 2 but greater than or equal to negative 2. Okay, so let's continue our inspection. Okay, number 1, check if the given equation is in standard form. If it is so, then proceed to number 2. Construct the table of values. So just a while ago, I taught you how to construct the table of values. There. So solve for y when x is equal to negative 2. Again, substitute negative 2 to the x's of your equation. Okay, let's continue. For b, x is negative 1. C, solve for y when x is 0. Just substitute 0 to all the x's there. And d, x is equal to 1 and f is equal to positive 2. So, if ever you'll ask Ma'am, pwede bang lumampas dito? Opo. Pwede po yan, na? Depende po yan sa nag-aasa inyo kung hanggang saan yung boundary or values na gagamitin nyo. Pwede bang ito ay 5? Pwede bang ito ay 7? Negative 7? Yes. Pwede po. Okay. So, continuing, let us inspect. Tignan nyo. Meron ba siyang relationship? Magkakatulad pa? Okay? Now, they're not. Okay, so, then, okay, after drawing the graph, what do we do now? So, let us, okay, connect the dots. Alright, so use the values that we have solved a while ago. Okay, don't forget that one. Then, connect the dots, so you have this figure or this curve. Pero tignan natin, teka lang, no? Identify the x-coordinates of the points of intersection. The word is intersection. Nakalapit ba sa x ang ating graph? Naku, mukhang hindi. So, paano na? Wala ba tayong solution? Or may solution ba? Paano kaya yon kung hindi nakarating yung ating graph, unfortunately, sa ating x-axis? So, here's the tip. If the graph does not touches or pass through the x-axis, then the equation has no real roots. So, it doesn't mean that it has no roots. It has roots, but it has no real number roots. So, what's this picture all about? This is our beautiful island, the Semerara Island, the town of Kaluya. And our school, or the school where Mama Ri teaches, is right there. It's Divine Word School of Semerara Island Incorporated. So thank you so much. God bless everyone. I hope you learned from me.